It's time for Dodger baseball. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
And Turner in the air to center field. That ball's hit well. Martinez on the run. This is way back, and it is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner.
That's it. A knockout in 19. A 7th consecutive division title for the Dodgers.
There we go. We're good. And welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show. My name is Doug McCain. Go ahead and follow me at DMAC_LA. So we're just going to get right into it. It was a tough loss. The Dodgers, Corey Seager, a real opportunity for the Dodgers to steal one there at the end. Of course, it's been magic at the Ravine all season long. 12 walk-off wins tonight was not number 13. Tough loss for your Dodgers. Use this as a way to voice your frustrations. What transpired tonight was not fun, but we're going to break it all down. So stick with us here on the Dodgers Nation postgame show. I will get to all your takes. Throw them right there in the comment section. I'll read it off right here. But, hey, we're going to get things kicked off. It was a rough game. It was a rough game, agonizing to watch the Dodgers go against Steven Strasburg there. Just cannot get that hit and breakthrough. The way that bottom of the line started, hey, man, I thought Justin Turner not hitting it out there was good for the Dodgers. Didn't stifle that rally. But unfortunately, it did not go the Dodgers' way. This looks like it's going to be a tough series. Dodgers are going to have to eke one out on the road against this Nationals team. But get all your Dodger takes in. Cyberpunk, Corey Seager is not clutch. Pat Mason, Belly doing his best. Kershaw impression. Luis Kershaw need to be moved to the pen. Anthony Muncy is clutch from Cyberpunk. Absolutely. J.A. Herrera, Cody and Corey left the game early. Jay Carter, win or lose, love the show, Doug. Still think we are good. Hey, we're going to be good either way. Tough times bring us together. Look, the Dodgers, we split the series with the Nationals in 2016, and we won on the road. The Dodgers, they're going to be fine in this series. They used Strasburg. They used Scherzer. He had 14 pitches, struck out the side. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but we know that this team – we know that this offense needs to get it together, but get Verdugo and Hernandez out there. Adam with the Jill, they have to make the national pitchers work harder. That was a good at bat by Seager. It was a good at bat. He was taking, he was busting them with just fastballs away. And Corey Seager, a couple times today, man, he swings like he's going to come out of his shoes. I kind of want to see him a little choke and poke there, bounce one in the outfield. You got the runner on second. We don't need a grand slam in that situation, but give Strasburg, hats off to Strasburg and the National national pitching staff tonight. They got it done, and this offense just needs to get it together. The last 2 games, give the pinch hitting some credit. They went 3 for 5. They've gone 3 for 5 in the last 2 games. Other than that, the Dodgers position players, last 2 games, a combined 9 for 59. 9 for 59 in the last 2 games. So they have to get it together. Offensively, it was the issue. Of course, Clayton Kershaw, I know how you guys are feeling out there. You're saying it's happening. It's happening. It felt like the nightmares of Clayton Kershaw's past were revisited early on. But hey, Clayton Kershaw going against Strasburg, the Dodgers slayed the Dragon last night. They were unable to do it. They got burnt to a crisp by Steven Strasburg all night long. But we're going to break it all down. But if you haven't, by the way, hey, man, rep your city. Throw your city into the zip code. Throw your city in zip code. Rep your city. Make you feel good a little bit. Go Dodgers from Bob. He's not giving up. Mora O'Brien, I still believe the Dodgers. Dodger Blue. What the F was Strauss on tonight? Man, he was on some excellence. And Strasburg, you see how he was working tonight. He had that fastball, the curveball, changeup. I mean, they just so many swing and misses against that curveball. It was absolutely lethal tonight. The Dodgers couldn't figure it out. And the thing, like I mentioned last night, going into last night, don't pay attention to the scoreboard. It was those at-bats. But the Dodgers, they just failed to work the count. His pitch count was low all night long. David Rendo just moved ahead of Bellinger in the MVP race. Hey, and that MVP race is over. That's a regular season award. Scott Smith, I thought Ryu was a better starter. Belly needs to get back on track. Hey, I said it should have been Belly in Game 2 because, hey, Ryu in Game 2 because if you put the Dodgers up 2-0, and then you go to I think it would have been better for Clayton Kershaw. Clearly, that ERA in the first inning, it's over 5, and Clayton Kershaw just could not figure it out. Just had no command on that fastball. Did not have the feel for his curveball tonight. Wasn't even using his curveball tonight. And that's why I wanted to see Ryu in Game 2 because I thought you put Kershaw on the road with house money in a position where the Dodgers can just run away with it. I thought it would be a better spot for him because, hey, why do you need to use him as a bullpen piece in Game 4 if you've already swept? So, hey, at least Clayton Kershaw, unfortunately, it wasn't his night again. But, hey, give him credit. He retired 7 straight. Once he got his groove, Clayton Kershaw really settled down, and he kept that national offense at bay. But they were getting hard contact on him. Some of those balls early in the year, they could have gone out. If it was a hot summer day in Los Angeles, some of those balls may have gotten out. So, unfortunately, Clayton Kershaw, he had to be perfect tonight to go toe-to-toe with Steven Strasburg. And fortunately, there was very little margin for error against him, and those walks cost him in the first inning. That play by Justin Turner, hey, man, it's not an error by any stretch, but definitely didn't make the best play on it. Maybe he's losing. We've talked about him potentially losing a step at third. Cody is pressing too much. Hey, Cody by Wilfredo, Cyberpunk, Steven Mayerson, David Ginzo. How you guys doing tonight? We're going to get through this. We're going to win this series. The Dodgers are not going to lose this series. The depth of the Dodgers, we're going to figure it out. Look, the Dodgers have not played a meaningful game since early September, since late August, since probably the last time we played the Yankees early in August when we were trying to make a statement. But we've had very little sense of urgency as far as high-stakes baseball goes, and this was a wake-up call for this Dodger offense, and they know now that, hey, you don't hit, you're not going to get it done. I just gave you the numbers. The pinch hitting 3 for 5. Other than that, 9 for 59, batting $150. This Dodger offense did not get it done. Cody Bellinger is an MVP. Cody Bellinger needs to step up. Cody Bellinger needs to make his imprint with this Dodger team because, hey, he's not getting it done. He's sitting there at cleanup, sitting there in the middle of in the order, getting bobbleheads given out for Game 1 of the NLDS. You need to step up. You need to perform Cody Bellinger. He's batting lifetime, a 169 postseason hitter. He's slugging .337. Look, other than that 2017 NLCS where he batted .318, just had a 1 homer last year. And if you saw at home, Cody Bellinger at home batting .121 and no home runs in 67 plate appearances. So, Cody Bellinger, Dodgers Nation, we want you to succeed and have your playoff moment, but we have not seen it just yet, and we need more from Cody Bellinger. So, but Carlos from the 90032, it wasn't Kershaw, it was the offense, Pimpalicious. Look, Clayton Kershaw, what he's able to accomplish on just pure grit and determination is nothing short of impressive. Clayton Kershaw was pitching with a slider and was pitching with a diminished velocity fastball tonight. He was able to get through a nice play. But, hey, man, it was not the Dodgers' night. The Dodgers are going to have to get one on the road. And, hey, man, that was just a great performance by Strasburg. But as great as it was by him, and, yes, he was unhittable during stretches tonight, but this Dodger offense was not getting it done. And if you look at Clayton Kershaw, regular season, 6.8 runs per game. And I said a long time ago, he's not going to be afforded that level of run support. Tonight was a great example. But here we go, Cyberpunk, Jerry Guzman, Doug Crosby. Ryu should have started, period. Paul, is Hill available to go? Seems if he came in instead of May. Hey, Dustin May, 9 scoreless before his appearance tonight. And Dustin May, if you look at Dustin May, yeah, he gave up a run, but he did get that soft contact to get Kendrick out. But, yeah, we're going to break down this entire game right now. But welcome into the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Like I said, let it all out, okay? Let it all out. Get all your frustrations out. I'm going to read all your hot takes, whatever it is. I don't care if it's downright nasty. However you feel, tell us how you really feel. Then after this, treat yourself to some nice ice cream, watch some funny movies, go to Dodgers Nation, read all the great content, but get it all out right here. So, Mora, too many strikeouts, 702, Demetrius Carter. Yeah, if you look at the box score today, I mean, just so many strikeouts for the Dodgers today. And if you look at it, man, it's just like Strasburg, 10 strikeouts. Scherzer, 3 strikeouts. Hudson, 2 strikeouts. Doolittle, 2 strikeouts. That's insane. 17 strikeouts for the Dodgers. That is not going to get it done. Someone mentioned Alex Verdugo earlier. Yeah, and to me, look, we saw this rear its ugly head last year's World Series. You got to get the bat on the ball. You got to put the ball in play. You got to shorten your stroke up. And unfortunately, the Dodgers' game plan tonight was not effective. And it wasn't like they were trailing by so many runs. They waited until the 9th inning against Hudson to try to rally a comeback. And unfortunately, the Dodgers weren't able to scratch a run or any runs down there. No credit to Kersh, too predictable. Gary Wallace, 17 strikeouts. Kershaw should go to closer, and Beatty should replace Seager. Bellinger needs to play. Missed that, already went away to side. But yeah, hey man, you saw that, and yeah, unfortunately, if you saw it, and then, but yeah, let's break down. So, do not want to see Strasburg in Game 5. Neither do I. If you saw back on July 28th, Steven Strasburg gave up 2 hits to this Dodger team. Steven Strasburg is a player that's really an elite pitcher. He's a pitcher that can really get it done. He showed tonight he can get it done on a big stage. They were focused. I told you last night it was going to be a different ball game. They were going to go in with every intention to steal Game 1 and head back to Washington. But hey, if you look at Steven Strasburg versus Clayton Kershaw, 3 months. Steven Strasburg is 3 months and 1 day younger than Clayton Kershaw, but he's thrown 836 fewer regular season innings, and you saw tonight he still had so much life on that fastball, in that arm, and he was lights out today. But small ball is in order. Jerry Guzman, Cyberpunk, wake the F up. I am offense need to wake up. Melissa Castilla, Pat Mason. Dodgers have the prettiest strikeout swings in the MLB. I don't think there's a such thing as that. As majestic as it might look, you got to get some bat on the baseball. The outfielder needs to show more effort. I don't see any Well, I mean, Bellinger kind of went for that one. Bellinger kind of went for that one that went off his. But we're gonna break down the entire game. So if you look at it, top of the first. So Clayton Kershaw, 9-10, 4.32 ERA in the postseason. More of the same from Clayton Kershaw. Did not do himself any favors. But if you look at Clayton Kershaw's night, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned run, 4 strikeouts, 99 pitches for Kersh. Our strikeout number was a joke. Chola, just a bad game from the start. Adam Hanks, until we get a bullpen, we won't see a World Series win. Same song every effing year. Hey, the bullpen was not the issue tonight. The bullpen, Kolarek came in, got a big out. Pedro Baez came in, got some big outs. And Julio Urias and Dustin May got some big outs. Dustin May gave up a run there, but you know, top of the 7th, 2 on, 2 outs in that situation. He did get he did hold in that situation, get Kendrick to ground out there. Dodgers make me drink. By the way, yeah, pop a bottle, watch a funny movie. Step Brothers, super bad. 40 version, I don't know, Airplane, Monty Python, whatever you think is funny. Just get down tonight. But we're going to get back and ready, and we're going to get back to our winning ways on Sunday. This team needed a jump start, needed a wake-up call, and I think that this offense needs to know. Max Muncy, by the way, bat flip by Max Muncy, 10 out of 10. He just chased that. He knew he was getting fastball. He knew he was sitting dead red, and he hit it out. But, hey, Max Muncy, in the last 2 games, he's stepping up. Justin Turner had a big hit tonight, but Cody Bellinger, Dodgers Nation, is looking for you. I don't know. I haven't checked the milk boxes today, but I might see you because Cody Bellinger, we need you to start to step up and be that superstar. Look, MVP is nice. All-star appearances are nice, but we know that legends are made in the fall. Legends of the fall. And the postseason is where you make your mark, and we need you to step up, and we know you're capable of it, and we know you have that level of talent, but we want to see it. Dustin May got screwed. Dodgers doing it. We bounce back. We're going to bounce back. We're going to bounce back. Get it out. Catharsis. Use this as a cathartic way, a way to purge your Dodger feelings, and then enjoy your weekend until Sunday rolls around and the Dodgers get that second win of the year and take control back to the series. I hate Roberts. Why do you hate Dave Roberts? Dave Roberts made the right pitching moves tonight. That Dustin May didn't hurt us. That Dustin May did hurt us because the offense couldn't get anything since after that Max Muncy run. I feel wasted. Beltran, 17 Ks is just embarrassing. Richie, let's hear Kershaw's stats on the playoffs. You're giving him a pass because he's Kershaw. Who's giving Kershaw a pass? I'm not giving Clayton Kershaw a pass. I don't mention Clayton Kershaw in the same sentence as Sandy Koufax for a reason, because Sandy Koufax is a World Series MVP, and you saw what he did in the postseason against the Minnesota Twins in the World Series. You saw it. How he carried this team. I don't put him in that same conversation, so I love Clayton Kershaw. He's an iconic pitcher. He's the pitcher of the generation, but hey, it's a blemish on his legacy, and we know that, and we know that people are going to mention that years to come. There's just no way to get around it. You can't skirt your way around the fact he's had his mishaps in the postseason, but I still believe in Kershaw because of what he can do with his grit and determination, but everything was as advertised. It was as advertised. They're starting pitching tonight, dominant. Steven Strasburg, he was brilliant tonight, right? Beltran, you do a good post game though, Doug. Thanks, my man. Hey, rough night, man. I'm hurting just like all you guys. But let me make something clear. I know we're going to still win this series, and I know that this team needs to improve offensively with their approach, but once we slay this dragon, this is a good test for the Dodgers. This is a great test for this Dodger team. Hey, who said 3 World Series appearances was going to be easy? It's only last time it happened was 1998 to 2001 with the Yankees. Last time it happened in the National League was in the early 40s with the St. Louis Cardinals. There's a reason why there's not very many dynastic teams in these leagues, because it's difficult. There's a lot of baseball to be played. And to me, I think when it comes down to it, this is a great test for this Dodger team because, hey, the Dodgers are going to be facing the Astros if it comes to the World Series, okay? Yes, the Yankees, the Bronx Bombers were at it tonight, but this is going to be a great test for when the Dodgers have to go against Garrett Cole, Justin Verlander, and Zach Greinke. So this is a great test for this Dodger team, but nice touch getting closed out by a former Dodger reject, Pat Mason. Hey, man, Hudson, I don't know what he's doing. I do not know what he's up to, but he's throwing with some type of gas that, hey, man, he would still be a Dodger if he was pitching like this. So I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying. But Clayton Kershaw, he takes that loss. His postseason record goes to 10-10, 500, 10 wins, 10 losses. Do you agree that Dustin May should have been in the game? I think that it was look, you're going to go just Dustin May, Julio Urias in that situation. I think you bring Dustin May in there. If he's able to hold, the Dodger offense is able to catch up, then it's going to be even more of a high-leverage situation when you get to Julio Urias. So I still think that where the lineup was, you get him his first taste of postseason baseball. Did give up a run there. Dodgers tonight, though, they just couldn't get it done offensively. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, 5 runners left on base, 17 strikeouts. No pitching is going to be able to overcome that unless it was like someone like a Walker Buehler yesterday or one of those standout gem performances. But, hey, the Dodgers are going to have to score runs. And like I said, they're going to have to get it done offensively if they're going to make their way through this gauntlet that is the postseason. If you saw the Cardinals, the Braves, they are scoring runs today. The Dodger offense, Max Muncy's had a good first 2 games. Gavin Lux had a home run. Jock Peterson had a home run. Will Smith, give Will Smith credit. He had a great at-bat there. He got a hit tonight. He had that looper into center field. That one fell for him. A.J. Pollock is not stepping up. A.J. Pollock is a guy 0 for 4 tonight. The second half of the season, he slashed 288, 348, and 537 with 13 home runs. He was that big $55 million offseason acquisition, replacing Puig really with that power on the right side. He has not stepped up yet. He's the new kid on the block, new kid at school trying to earn his stripes, and he really needs to make an imprint on this series too. Jose Rod, Bellinger's a joke in the playoffs. Connor is the Nats. Connor C, they would eat this blank up. I don't know if I can cuss on this, but sometime tonight I kind of want to, but I won't. Zach, move Muncy to cleanup. That's something you might see. Ryan Moore, Muncy to clean up. Ryan Moore. Dodgers didn't play their game. Clayton Kershaw hasn't been able to locate his curveball the whole season. He needs to find that pitch in order to keep the hitter off balance. Look, Clayton Kershaw, when he has that it's the curve shot, right? The 12-6 break. It's a money pitch for him. But, yeah, he was very limited when he didn't have it tonight. He really was trying it earlier, did not have that same break. But Clayton Kershaw, and he just really didn't really attempt it until late there, was really just going with fastball and sliders. But Clown, Beatty over Pollock. Give Matt Beatty credit. He was batting 91 in his last 7. And he comes in there. He got some good wood on there. Doug Crosby, quit with the fire Roberts. He did nothing wrong. That's not coming for me. That's not coming for me. You know I'm a big advocate for Dave Roberts. That pinch hit for Matt Beatty worked out tonight. But unfortunately, Dave Roberts can't go out there and swing the bat for these guys. But no mo FOMO, this sucks. Connor C. It does suck. It does suck. And the pain of the postseason, the pain of losing in the postseason stings more than anything you can imagine. But like I said, we're going to get through this. The Dodgers are going to be fine. The Dodgers are going to go on the road, and they're going to have success. Like Tommy Lasorda said, only problem with success is that it does not teach you how to deal with failure. This will teach the Dodgers how to deal with failure. Failure to hit, failure to get contact. And like I said, when you wrap up the division this early in the game, you don't have – the juices were flowing tonight. Dodger Stadium, you could feel that nervous energy in there. Did not have very much to cheer about, but only 5 hits for this Dodger team. Like I said, the 3 for 5, the pinch hitters in this series, but their batting order 9 of 59 in this series. But we got Stats Garcia, very uncharacteristic game for LA, bad plate discipline, and a ton of Ks. Yeah, that's the thing. Look, the Dodgers, first in average, first in home runs, 279 on the year. But hey, when you get to the postseason, there's some analytics that you just have to throw out. Because you're facing elite pitching in key situations, and the Dodgers need to find a way to get big money, no joke. Hey, look how many players that played tonight came through the Dodgers system. So I don't agree with that statement. Schmo, good luck with that. Be honest with the same old Dodgers. Hello, everyone. Hello, Opus. Welcome to the party. Beltran, Dustin May did what he was supposed to do. Oh, my God. We can hit Verlander and Greinke. I agree, too, but still a great test. A test, really, they can't touch Strasburg. And if you think they'll be able to take ABs against the Astros, we're going to have to mix things up. Alex Verdugo, David Freese, you guys are going to have to step up. Cody Bellinger. Hey, if Cody Bellinger is hitting 100 this whole postseason, don't expect to go very, very far. But getting into this game a little more and just kind of get into the nuts and bolts, the nitty-gritty of what went down in tonight's game. Top of the first, Trey Turner, he ripped that single to double to Trey Turner ripped that double to left. Not an error, like I said, but hey, prime Turner, he may have had a chance at that. That squirts through. Eden pops up that bunt. Anthony Rendon was 0 for his last 14. He came alive tonight. So Anthony Rendon, 2 for 4 tonight, an RBI and a walk. So we woke up a beast in Anthony Rendon. So now we're going to have to deal with that problem because he has been cold late September, but it looks like tonight he had so much plate discipline, looked very calm at the plate, and we're going to have to deal with that. Kike Hernandez, whereas he didn't play tonight. Connor C, Freeze, greater than sign. Pollock, I don't know if I can disagree with that, because if you look at his track record, if you look what he did in the 2011 World Series, if you look at what he did with the Dodgers last year in the World Series, hit over 400. So, we got Jasmine Ewing. Yeah, Kirsch is not 10%. My bad. I meant 9 for 11. 9 for 11. Sorry, I apologize. 9 for 11. So, Beatty over Pollock in the start. I actually wrote my notes hoping that he was going to win tonight, so misread that. But 9 for 11, under 500 in the postseason. It just hurts to say. It hurts to say. That's why I kind of, but Mike, everybody calm down. The sky isn't falling. It's one game. They'll get it all back. We'll be just fine. Mike LeClaire, I like your mentality. Look, it's the prisoner of the moment. You got the hindsight hyenas in force right now, in action, and they're trying to say, hey, Clayton Kershaw let the Dodgers down again. The Dodgers are not going to have success in this series, but hey, the Dodgers are going to be tested, and their mettle is going to be tested. They're going to have to rise to the occasion here. And look, Clayton Kershaw, give him some credit for sticking that out, because look, he hit Soto. It was really the hit batters tonight. He hit Soto to load the bases in the first, and then he just let that fastball go. So he has to command that fastball. He has to figure out these first inning woes. And if you look, too, Suzuki ran the count full, against some bases loaded. Then he gets Suzuki swinging. So give Kershaw credit. He limited that damage to an absolute minimum, gave up 1 run, worked his way out of a jam, but 26 pitches in the first inning for Clayton Kershaw. And then 1, 2, 3 inning for Strasburg. Then Kershaw, then he plunks Robles in the top of the second. Strasburg lays down that bunt, puts him in scoring position. Eaton grounds to third, and then Eaton singled to second to center, and then Robles scored, and then he just kept it high. He was missed it high on that pitch, and then Rendon came up, and he smoked that double that almost went out. I mean, that was just a middle-of-the-plate fastball to Anthony Rendon, smoked it, doubled to deep left center, and then Eaton scored. So Clayton Kershaw, he gets Juan Soto, but the Nationals 2 runs in the bottom of the second, puts the Dodgers in the hole 3-0. And then the bottom, you got first pitch swinging, Bellinger grounds out. Max Muncy striking out, Will Smith grounds out, 1, 2, 3 inning. Otherwise, kiss that trophy goodbye. Let's go to the Pat Mason. Can we get used to the Kershaw April, September, and cut him from the postseason roster? That's a little too extreme, because Clayton Kershaw, he did, after that second inning, he settled down. After that second inning, he gave you 4 solid innings after that. And look, man, give me middle inning Kershaw. But sometimes the curveball is just not there. It wasn't there for him tonight as a weapon. He just couldn't get a feel for it. The slider was effective for him in innings 2 through 4, but after that, it wasn't happening. But we got start Kenta, throw 3 innings. Kershaw out of the bullpen after those 3 losses from sports. Patrick Cullen, no really, come on. We got Connor C. Kershaw shouldn't be traded, but he should move to the bullpen. He shows way more potential there. Look, hey, his success out of the bullpen speaks for itself. He gave you 4 scoreless innings in 2017. Look what we did last year in the NLCS for the Dodgers. Look what he did against this national team in 2016. But he's a starting pitcher. Look, let's not dance on Clayton Kershaw's grave just yet. He had a rough first 2 innings, but he did not get rocked or hit out of the game. He still held on there. And look, he just went against a boss tonight, an absolute beast. Steven Strasburg tonight. Strasburg had it. And Thomas, I'm not a Clayton Kershaw apologist. I'm just a Clayton Kershaw realist. If you watch the show every day, I said Ryu should have started game 2. I said that Clayton Kershaw, you have to give him run support. He averages 6.8 runs per game when he's on the hill. That's why it got so many wins this year. But I'm in no means a Clayton Kershaw apologist. But hey, that's who the Dodgers are rolling with right now. We'll see. And he just, unfortunately, his fastball is down to 90.4 miles per hour. So he lost the velocity, and there's not very much margin for error when he's missing pitches. But yeah, Clayton Kershaw, 43 pitches at that point, only 2 curveballs. So, look, man, I was thinking to myself, should we pinch hit from? No, but Clayton Kershaw, Strasburg pitching well has nothing to do with Kershaw pitching bad. I'm not saying that, but hey, in most games this year, when we're averaging 5.8 runs per game, Clayton Kershaw gives up 3. It's probably going to get a win in most of these situations this year, but the Dodgers just couldn't get to the opposing pitcher. So that hides a lot of his ineffectiveness during the season, but tonight we saw it rear its ugly head. And in most situations with Kershaw on the hill, you give him, he holds to 3. Dodgers are going to get him more runs than that and put him in a position to get the win at the end of the day and be the pitcher of record. But unfortunately, tonight was not that case. He sucked in October even when he had his velocity. That's also a fair point. Look, Clayton Kershaw, he's had it. I mean, look, 2017, Game 1 of the Astros, he pitched a great game there. Atlanta, he had 8. He had eight great innings there. I mean, you're not going to remember the solid starts until he gets over the hump and lights guys up. I actually don't think that's really in the cards for Clayton Kershaw unless he is just pinpoint accurate, like an Olympic archerist or something like that, where he's laser accurate in one game. But unfortunately, I don't foresee that really happening at this point of his career. I mentioned earlier how many more innings Kershaw has thrown. He's thrown over 800 more innings than Strasburg, and Strasburg's only 3 months younger than him. Of course, Strasburg did go to college. He went to San Diego State. Shout out to the Aztecs. Even though I didn't go there, I just want to shout him out. Cyberpunk, Kershaw didn't deserve the win today. That was a subpar performance today. And another point there, he did not set the tone. And when you trail early at home and you give the momentum to this national team, look, we can excuse an early inning home run by Kershaw, but it was the control, it was hitting batters, and he just did not have it. Unfortunately, it happened again, and it's just a sad thing. You hate to see it. It's a tough pill to swallow anytime Kershaw fails to have success and he does not step up to the plate, does not elevate his game. Like I said, Walker Buehler, we had a guy yesterday elevate his performance in the postseason. Clayton Kershaw just did not come out focused in that first inning. No excuses. Coming off a loss, that Nationals team was going to come in there, and it wasn't like they were raking early on. But Schmo, it happens. No fight in the guys today. I agree. Kershaw did what he had to do. He gives the Dodgers his heart out there. Like I said, what he's able to do on his grit and determination. But I know Dodger fans want more. Look, 17 teams have won a World Series since the Dodgers last did in 1988. It pains me to say, okay? And unfortunately, we're going to need Clayton Kershaw to give us what we saw in innings 3 through 6, okay? And he needs to come out. He has to. I don't know if it's a psychological thing. I don't know if he needs to change his routine, face live batters in the before the game. I don't know what needs to be done, but we've seen too many examples where he cannot have success early in the game, an ERA over 5. So Clayton Kershaw, was just not getting it done tonight. But yeah, Clayton Kershaw, man, tough one. A tough game tonight for the Dodgers. They lose 4-2. The Nationals get the split. Keep coming with your Dodger takes, guys. Keep coming. If you're gonna keep asking, if I haven't gotten to yet, but I mean, a 5.7 ERA in the first inning is not getting it done for Clayton Kershaw. So if you look at it, it was a tough game, man. Tough game, tough times. It brings people together, guys. For a while he was the de facto ace, but it's not the case anymore. I think it's very clear at this point who the best starting pitchers are for this Dodger team. If the Dodgers don't come back to win the series, a lot of people are going to possibly question the move to put Kershaw in at second. But tired of hearing about 88 Pat Mason. Great plug. Go get the shirt. DodgersNation.com. Get this one. Think Blue, Think Blue, Piensa Azul. Go to DodgersNation.com. Clayton Kershaw experience hashtag. The patient at the plate was absent tonight, unlike Game 1. Exactly. Dodgers, the game plan. Take a page out of your own book. Do what you did against Patrick Corbin. I don't know if the Dodgers heard all this hype about Patrick Corbin and said, hey, we're going to take that approach and we are going to commit to it. The Dodgers committed to that approach in Game 1. Game 2, you saw a lot of first pitch swinging. You saw ambushing. You saw swinging at pitches outside the zone, taking strikes inside the zone. It was just a mess offensively. We've been inconsistent last 2 months on offense. Wrote a great record from the first half. Dodgers actually finished the second half strong. Came into this, 18-6 going into the postseason. But Jazzy won't get Max early, though. Not going to happen, sir. Jazzy, Doug Crosby, great show as always, Doug. Talk to you Sunday, hopefully with a better outcome. Hashtag Bleed Blue. Thanks, my man, Doug. We're going to be back Sunday. Hey, like I said, we're getting it done Sunday. The Dodgers are going to take control of the series. Max Scherzer, we'll see. He's supposed to be the starter for Game 3 through 14 pitches tonight. We'll see how that back holds up. Tina G-Man, how you doing tonight? Tina, always rocking with us. I agree about Kershaw not being able to get through the first 2 innings. They lose. This is the playoffs. I'm in 100% agreement there. This is an echo chamber, and that's Dodgers audio 18-6 was against a bunch of sub-500 teams. Look, the Dodgers have the best record in baseball against teams above 500. So I don't think there's a transitive property there where it means they're going to have success here. I really don't even look at regular season success as it pertains to how the Dodgers are faring in this postseason. So it's a whole new season, and we're gonna see what goes down from here on out. But getting back into it, just want to kind of break this game all down. So we can just kind of get Pollock had a good record against Strasburg. That's why he was put in. Great point, Belly Blue Crew. A.J. Pollock, he's had success against Strasburg. Not tonight. I mean, A.J. Pollock heading in tonight, he was hitting .500 against Steven Strasburg, 7 for 14. Unfortunately, just strikeouts for A.J. Pollock tonight, if you look at it. But yeah, A.J. Pollock, man, 3 strikeouts for the first 3 at-bats, 0 for 4 yesterday with the walk. So A.J., a whole new season. That's the biggest bats hasn't shown up for yet. Sunday is a must-win. Tina G-Man is calling right now. Sunday is a must-win. To me, there's only one such thing as a must-win. The only must-win is when you're facing elimination. But I agree. It would put the Dodgers on the brink. It would really push them to the fire in a position where they're going to have to. Where's Cody? Cody right now is in the Dodger locker room trying to figure out. I hope he's studying game tape. I hope he's hitting the cage. I hope he's doing something because we're going to need his production. 3 for 30 between AJ, Justin, Corey, and Cody. Great stat there. Dodgers audio there. Yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. But getting back into this game, see if there's anything we missed. So top of the 5th, Adam Eaton, he flied out to the center. Like I said, warning track on some days. Hot summer day by the Dodgers, that might fly out. Rendon pops to first baseline, falls as a blue. By the way, what did you guys think of that play, man? Max Muncy, it just went all in with the shift of Jock. It just found some green right there. And then, he used that curveball, got Soto to fly to center. By the way, Soto's been virtually trashed this whole series, which is nice to see. 0 for 4 tonight for Soto. And then bottom, Cody Bellinger, another strikeout. That changeup, that changeup, man. It had that run. It had that sink away from the bat. And then Bellinger, man, he got fooled by it. So what do you guys think? Okay, well, Lux was consumed over the stage of this game. Yeah, Gavin Lux, Gavin Lux came up today, 0 for 3, home run yesterday. And it's back to the drawing board for Gavin Lux. But, yeah, it was a tough one. Tina G-Man, Kershaw didn't pitch great. He gave up 3 runs early. If he doesn't get the wins because the Nats did. By the way, in one word, do you still think the Dodgers are going to win this series? Do you think the Dodgers will win this series? It's just one game. It's a split. 1988 NLCS. Dodgers, they drop game 1 at home to the Mets. They come back, win it in 7. You're going to face adversity. You're going to face adversity in the postseason. So pressure bust pipes or it makes diamonds, and the Dodgers on the diamond on Sunday are going to have to get it together. Cyberpunk, our offense was absolutely painful to watch except Muncy. Bottom line by Beltran, it just wasn't a good game for us. That's it. We'll get him next game. I like that mentality, guys. I like that mentality. It's not all for loss tonight, but yeah. So Cody Bellinger strikes out. Max Muncy strikes out on a nice four-seam fastball, 95 miles per hour. Will Smith, he gets the first hit of the game. So first hit of the game, first base runner of the game. He gets that hit, a soft liner to center field. He hit the changeup. So once I saw that the changeup wasn't breaking, the curve wasn't breaking like it was in the early innings, I was saying maybe the Dodgers will have a chance against Strasburg. And if you look at Corey Seager, he came up, and like I said, man, he just was attacking that pitch. And like Dave Roberts said, hey, man, Corey Seager, only thing that's preventing him from being a superstar is not working himself into counts where he can slug better, not working himself into counts where he can get better pitches to hit. So fortunately, that was the case there. But it was actually really good at bat. He worked the count full again, but then he goes down swinging. Pay Muncy from Tina G-Man. We got Donald, who didn't strike out. We got Dodgers. how many games do you think this series, how many games will the Dodgers win this series in? I think they come out laser focused. I think you saw what the Brewers did against Max Scherzer. If Max Scherzer has to go again, 77 pitches in that wild card game, 14 tonight. I think the Dodgers will get to Max Scherzer. I think they win on Sunday, and it's a whole new ball game. You want Hyun-Jin Ryu to come out there, have a much better game. But here we go. So they are hungry, never won a postseason series, and see their opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Hey, the Washington Nationals haven't won a postseason series since 1924. So, hey, man, pressure's still on them to get it done. But if you look at it, bottom of the then it was the bottom of the sixth, too. Matt Beatty, he singles. That was a great call. King Jock hits that double off Strasburg. And if you see there, what do you guys think? Yeah, he might have been able to send him there. Dino Ebel elected not to send Matt Beatty. I think the way the runs were so tight, I say, man, you know you're probably going to lose that. You know that with the dominance of Strasburg at that point, you know that the odds are stacked in their favor. You may have felt that that they were going to get out of it. I kind of want to see him sent there, but then they did get Chris Taylor in game one in that situation. But then Turner, first pitch swinging, he brings home that run with a sac fly. Then the Dodgers get a run there. Dodgers did have multiple base runners in the same inning until the sixth inning. Guys just couldn't get on. You know what they did with runners in scoring position tonight, but they just couldn't get guys on base. And it was well hit by A.J. Pollock right after that, but right to the glove of Steven Strasburg. And then in the seventh inning, top of the seventh, Turner gets a single, goes right through there, kind of glove side on Seager, squirts through. Then Adam Eaton reached on an infield single, Trey Turner to second. And then give Petey some credit. He gets Rendon looking on a slider right at the bottom part of the zone. Kind of low, might have been outside, but he gets the call. And then Kolarek comes in for Petey with runners at first and second to face Soto. Give some big ups, some shout-outs to Kolarek because Kolarek, a .77 ERA since joining the Dodgers. He does his job. You had one job, and you did it. He got the out. And it was a nine pitch at back to Soto. He gets that comebacker. The runners advanced on the play. That gave the Nationals runners on first and second with 2 outs and Dustin May into pitch. So you put Dustin May in with runners on, 0 earned runs in his last 9. He gets that soft contact. He gets Kendrick to ground to second. So I thought too in that, Strasburg, he was sitting for a long time, but they didn't. They elected to go with Doolittle. So Doolittle comes in, and by the way, back to you guys. Dodgers disappoint in the playoffs from J-Rob, Opus in a long game. You got to hold on to have a chance at the end. LA did that despite taking Washington's best. We were one Seager base hit away tonight. LA is tough to beat. They're tough to beat, but the wild card tonight was, hey, everyone's saying we're going to get to this trash bullpen and we're going to rake. But the ace up their sleeve that they used was putting in Max Scherzer, struck out the side on 14 pitches. So that was the difference in the game and then also Sean Doolittle came in, and Sean Doolittle was elite at one point of his career. He's a guy kind of like Kenley Jansen, threw one pitch 90% of the time, but it wasn't the cutter, it was the fastball that he keeps on that plane so straight. And Cody Bellinger struck out on a fastball. Max Muncy, he knew he was getting a fastball. He jumped on it. Bam. That was deep. A Muncy mash right into right field. Bat flipping off. Max Muncy. Man, I love me some Max Muncy. I tell you. Did you guys do a World Series bracket? If you did a World Series bracket for the $250,000, tell me right now who you have as your MVP. I'll show you mine. I had Max Muncy. That's how much faith I have in the funky Muncy. Get out of the ocean. Then Corey Seager pops it up. Dodgers. Dodgers did get another run. Then top of the eighth, Zimmerman, he hits a rocket off me. So he hit that really hard, 113 miles per hour off the bat. And then Kurt Suzuki walked. Victor Robles sacrificed. third to second, and then Ryan Zimmerman to third, and then Kirk Suzuki went to second on that, and then Cabrera singled to right center. Ryan Zimmerman scored, and then Kurt Suzuki went to third on that play, made it 4-2 Nationals, and then the bottom of the inning, Max Scherzer, lights out. Lights out. We saw that he got Lux. I mean, look, I know you guys saying the moment was too big for Gavin Lux, but that slider he threw to Gavin Lux was filth right there inside. Then Chris Taylor struck out. That was another lineup choice. Chris Taylor wasn't in there tonight. And then top of the ninth, Orias came in, gave up a hit, but he was fine. He held. And then bottom of the ninth, Hudson, he's been pretty great since they got him from Toronto. Turner gets that ground rule double. You get the walk by Will Smith. They intentionally walked Muncy. Corey Seager just couldn't get the big hit. He could not get the big hit tonight. And unfortunately, the Los Angeles Dodgers are down one game. The Nationals got the split. They head home with all the momentum of the world. The Dodgers are going to need to show up. And, hey, they're playing a tough team. They're playing a team that finished the year going 74-38 after starting 19-31. So they're going to have to get it together on the road. And this team is going to sink or swim on the road. Either they're going to gel, either this offense is going to come alive, or this might have been the last game of the season at Dodger Stadium, as much as that pains me to say that. But here we go. Gavin Lux instead of Freeze was trash. Man, my bad. Had a big pizza tonight. By the way, yeah, that's my ritual. Dodgers lose, or I stuffed down a pizza, so I'm really thirsty. But Gavin Lux, B. Mason. Gavin sucks. That's a little extreme. I think Gavin Lux is going to be an excellent multi-year perennial all-star for this franchise. Pat Mason, good thing Ryu's bat will be in the lineup on Sunday. It's a great point. Hyun-Jin Ryu, man, maybe Babe Ruth can go deep. Scotty, I am ride or die. That's the mentality right there. You got to stick with this team. You got to bleed blue. 24/7, sun, rain, or shine, whatever it is. Gavin hit a home run last night. Chill, Belly Blue Crew. David Zuniga. Muncy is our hope. Scotty, don't give up on this team. Not giving up hope. Donald Brown, thumbs up for the big pizza. Hey, man, meat lovers had bacon. I mean, hey, man, I recommend anything. Get yourself a big bowl of ice cream tonight. Losing in the postseason hurts. It's a dagger. It stings. But Sunday is going to be a different story. Seager base hit with runners ongoing. Dodgers, oh, my God, Dodgers win 5-4. They're unstoppable. Exactly. If the narrative all shifts with a swing of the bat, the Dodgers, it'd be the Dodgers, the most clutch team in baseball, 13th comeback win. You got to outlast the Dodgers. But tonight, they didn't get it done. In the long term, hey, there's so many benefits. Look, there's so many benefits of facing adversity. No championships come easy. You don't coast all the way to a championship. You're gonna run into some trouble. The 88 Dodgers did. The 81 Dodgers did. You're rarely gonna find a team, unless you're the 27 Yankees, that's gonna steamroll their way to a World Series, to a championship. But this team, look, the Cardinals, the Braves series, that's a split. That's going to be a longer series. So we're going to see how it shakes out. But we got to win this year, or we'll keep getting harder. Hey, man, if you look at all these guys, 25 and under. Look, Walker Buehler, he's not a free agent until 2023. Gavin Lux is not even considered a rookie. So why don't the Dodgers use small ball? It's a fair point. I mean, it's a fair point, but I think if you look at the Dodgers, if you look at their record this year with home runs, they led the National League in home runs with 279. So it don't matter. They can't beat the Astros, Leon. Hey, the Astros, hey, man, they're first in basically every statistical category you could ever want, from OPS, home, road, walk the most, strike out the least. But Clayton Kershaw, man, 31 games, 9 for 11 in the postseason. Max Muncy, 3 for 6 with a home run, 4 RBIs in the series. Cody Bellinger, 0 for 6, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Cody, where are you at? You need to step up. Because that press conference, when you get your MVP award, if you don't perform in the postseason, it is not going to be as sweet. There's no team going 11-0 in the postseason. It's just one game. I wish we won. Definitely. Cyberpunk, Dodgers should be slapping themselves after that terrible loss. Slapping themselves, hey, man, a little self-flagellation there. I don't know about that. LOL MVP, B. Mason, Pat Mason Priest, 31 years. The Cubs waited way longer than that. Yeah, the Cubs waited like 116 years, I believe, or something like that. The Red Sox waited 86 years. So, hey, man, we're not any of those teams. We're not those teams. We are a team that has a big game on Sunday, and Hyun-Jin Ryu is going to take the hill. Hyun-Jin Ryu's last outing, he's really been pitching great. Since those 4 clunkers, he's got it together. So I'm very confident in Hyun-Jin Ryu on the road against this Nationals team. The concern, of course, is Anthony Rendon got hot, but they don't really have the depth at the bottom. Yes, they got guys like Rendon. They got Trey Turner. They got some guys that can hit, but top to bottom, the Dodgers should be able to outlast these guys. Hey, man, everyone wanted to talk about that bullpen, how terrible they look. Well, hey, you put Max Scherzer in that bullpen, it changes the complexion of it instantaneously. They need to, or they just keep effing up. My Giants had 3 in 5 years. Oh, wow, welcome to the party. We got Giants fans out here having taken victory laps. Not bad. Here we go. So who's going to get the big hit? Who's going to get the big hit Sunday? I think David Freese on the road, Max Muncy. Who do you guys got on Sunday having the big hit for the Dodgers? But there we go. There we go. Pollock is a big fluke from Cyberpunk. Agree. Washington doesn't have it from Opus. We got Ethan. Bellinger is the most overrated piece of dump in the MLB. We got they should have used Rio at home. Seager, Jose River, Cyberpunk, he can't hit for blank. Belly Blue Crew, Dave said that he used Kershaw tonight, so he'll be ready out of the bullpen in Game 5. And that's what we talked about. Yes, he's had his success out of the bullpen, but you go up 2-0 in a 5-game series with Ryu in Game 2, you might not need it's like you're trying to project a long series. So Ryu will get the big hit on Sunday. Belly Blue Crew can't leave leadoff double at third. Exactly. Poor at bats in the 9th. Cyberpunk, we paid so much for Pollock too. Jill Carlton, yes, but the Giants killed their best pitchers in those World Series games. Yeah, but I'd sell out for a World Series. I would sell out for a World Series because that's all that really matters. All that really matters at the end of the day is that Commissioner's Trophy. And, hey, you do whatever you take. You get into this tournament, you get into this October month, and it's all about that World Series. If you have to mortgage the future to get it, then so be it. So I'm actually not even mad at that. Pat Mason, how did the Giants do tonight? Asking for a friend. I love that. By the way, Giants fan, a great move by not trading Madison Bumgarner and Will Smith. How's that farm system looking? Jeez. Pretty bare at this point, right? So enjoy the basement of the NL West for the next 10 years. So Scotty Cat, stop all the second guessing. Leon still got 3. Beltron, I feel like this year is a must-win for us if we don't win it a long time before we get to the World Series. I disagree with that. I still think the Dodgers they've developed this young core. I think they're going to go out. If they win or lose, I think you're going to see them start to make – I think you're going to have my prediction for this offseason is you're going to have the largest Andrew Friedman contract that he's ever signed. I think they're going to make a real run at Rendon, make a real run at some free agents, and you might see some wholesale changes if, God forbid, baseball gods forbid, that they have an early exit. San Francisco, I love that, Patrick. SF Eagles season finish. Hey, man, let's all link up and just attack this Giants fan until he gets out of the chat. Now, stay in the chat, man. We love all opinions here, man. Even the Giants fans. We're inclusive of everyone here. But like I said, man, shouldn't you be rooting for the NL West or something? By the way, why did you guys steal signs back in 1950 with Bobby Thompson? So only focus. Damn, Doug. Be nice to the poor Giants fans. It's a wrap. Scherzer for Game 3 and Corbin for Game 4. Pollock was red hot to start the last part of September. Yeah, after the Second half of the season, he's hitting .288. Connor, 2020s will be the decade of the Dodgers. Grind out at-bats all season till the playoffs start. Giants have nothing to talk about. Ha, ha, ha. We have no choice. We don't split. It's over. I mean, look, the Dodgers are going to have to go on the road and get a big road win. But, hey, they've done it with this team. Look what the Dodgers did. Even in 2017, they went on the road against the Astros to bring it home. So one of the reasons why you excel so much in the regular season is to get that home field advantage. And if game 5 at Dodger Stadium, if necessary, the Dodgers will be favoring that. And at that point of the series, the depth of the Dodgers will definitely, the cup will have run it over with depth, and the Dodgers will be able to take care of business at home. But back to you guys. What are you guys doing tonight? Friday night? You want to celebrate a victory, but hey, man, do whatever makes you happiest tonight. Get over this loss. Don't worry, my Dodger fans. We will win the series. I like it. Keep the vibes up. Burnouts. Ethan, one of the best home records in MLB, and they blew it. David Zuniga, 59 home wins for the Dodgers this year. I think it was like 59 and 22 at home. But hey, like I said, hats off to Strasburg. He really had a great game. So. But yeah, here we go. Where did I go? Oh, there we go. Drinking my sorrows away from Pat Mason. Scherzer is going to be trash. Just look at the stats from the last starts. Yeah, since coming back from that back injury, hasn't been the same guy, but he gave up 3 runs against the Brewers. Really kind of settled down tonight, man. He was all gas, man. He was all gas tonight. Think there is anything to the rumor that I heard that. My friend texted me about Kershaw potentially tipping his pitches. Hey, we saw that. We saw the effects of that with Yu Darvish. So I would not rule it out. It's definitely possible. But I think it really is more if you saw the hits they got, it was just misplaced balls, like lack of command, didn't have that curveball, was not, he hung the slider a couple times. So I think that it's not, even if they're sitting dead red on stuff, his stuff is not really elite at this point. So if he misses, they're going to take advantage. But really it was the control. So, hey, it's the control there, and that was the difference in the game, really. But that was only one inning from Addy Markin. But, yeah, if you look at the second inning too, though, gave up some hits, hit Robles, hit 2 batters today. So Sid Pollock, hey, man, they're going to shuffle things around. This Dodger team, 154 lineups on the air. Pat Matson, we do not mention the Cubs pitcher's name around here anymore. You garbage, that's someone call him. Dodgers audio, last time the Dodgers didn't win the first 2 home games in the NLDS, they came into the CS, the championship series gas. Hey, man, this is October baseball. The Dodgers are deeper than any team in the National League. So if they have to play a long series, they're equipped to deal with it. And that's just going to be the scenario. So unfortunately, old friend Russell Martin is going deep Sunday from Patrick. Tina G-Man does not give up 3. They win. Katie Tellias, I got Ryu out pitching Scherzer on Sunday. Most of the lineup has already seen Scherzer's pitches. That's the thing too. When the Dodgers look, now they know how to string together some runs, how to string together some hits on Steven Strasburg. So Steven Strasburg, you saw Will Smith got that hit. You saw some hard contact on him. You saw Jock Peterson get a hit off him. And then also Max Scherzer. I mean, they did see him live, and they did see a little bit of him, but really he was mowing guys down, so I wouldn't take too much from that. But, hey, any familiarity is going to be to their benefit. There's no question about that. But if you look at it, yeah, it's a tough game for the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight. They get the loss. Dodgers lose to the Nationals 4-2, and they get the split. They go home. And, yeah, man, it was kind of a bummer night at Dodger Stadium. But it's a series. It's not supposed to – it's a series. No one ever said that postseason baseball was easy. The Dodger bats need to wake up. The pitching starting pitching. If you're going to go toe-to-toe with this three-headed monster, you got to bring your best stuff, and the Dodgers and Ryu are going to have to do that on Sunday. But it's an invite, by the way, if you guys are in Southern California, if you're in LA, you got a party at the boat to Clearman's Galley in Rosemead. So it's going to be a live show. I'm going to be there. All the Dodgers Nation, Real FRG, Brooks Smith, the whole team is going to be there in the mix. But tough game tonight, guys. If you have any final thoughts, final Dodger takes you want me to read off, throw it in there, guys. But we're going to wrap things up. Tough loss. We broke it all down. We know what needs to be done. We know the bats need to come alive for this Dodger team to have success. So we're going to see. We're going to see if they get it done. And I think the Dodgers, they go to Washington. They go win to Washington Sunday. They get the win. Hyun-Jin Ryu pitches a gem, and the Dodgers take control back in the series. They go up 2-1. This Dodger team, they've made adjustments all season long. Offensively, they're going to come alive. I hope it's Cody Bellinger. But small ball wins games. Better split from Neil. Beltran, Game 3 is ours. Give me your Game 3 predictions, and then we'll wrap this all up. But thanks again, guys, as always, rocking with us here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Follow me. Got all Dodger stuff. I got my own podcast, the Get More Sports podcast about all sports. You guys should check that out. Did still love our boys from Scotty Cat. Thanks, Doug. Feeling much better right now. Let's go, Dodgers. Day, man. Hey, the sky is – I'll hold that sky up, man. I'll hold that sky up for you guys. LA in 4. Trevor Sim, three-headed monster. Who's the third head? Can't be Kershaw. You guys won Kershaw's head tonight. I was talking about their team, their starting pitchers. But, hey, man, a tough loss. It sucks to lose in the postseason. But enjoy college football tomorrow. Opus 8 definitely will. Beltran, Game 3, 6-4. But thanks again, guys. As always, you guys are the best. Dodgers Nation, best fans in baseball. We're still going to win this series. Offense needs to come alive. Hats off to Strasburg. Real recognize real. You got to give him some credit tonight. And we need this offense to step up. But thanks again, guys. As always, checking out the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Go to DodgersNation.com. The best Dodger content in the game right now. Daniel Preciado, Marshall Garvey, Tim Rogers, SC Dodger, Jason McClure, Clint FRG, Blake, Clint Evans, Blake Harris, all the great writers over there. Check out the content. But thanks again, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. See you Sunday, and I'm out.
It's time for Dodger baseball. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
And Turner in the air to center field. That ball's hit well. Martinez on the run. This is way back, and it is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner.
That's it. A knockout in 19. A 7th consecutive division title for the Dodgers.